Greetings everybody. Today we're going to be working on this engine out of a Honda TRX 200SX. Now I recently purchased this motor hoping it would be a good steal, but when I got it home and looked a little closer, oh no. It looks like this thing threw the chain and slapped it through the, I believe this is the stator cover, and unfortunately it chipped a little bit of the surface from the crankcase. So we might have our work cut out for us today. Now the reason I purchased this engine is this is going to go into this guy right here. I'm kind of building a big brother of my ATC 125M powered XL 125. This is a 1975 XL 125 somewhat, and I'm planning on squeezing this guy in here. So I'll have pull start, 5 speeds, electric start, automatic clutch. This should be a great trail bike if this thing isn't too bad a shape, too far gone. Well, I think we'll start with pulling the head off, get the jug out of here and see how the top end looks. Stick around. Well, since I've never been inside one of these motors, this is going to be a learning experience both for me and for you. So this should be kind of a fun video. Let's take a look here. It looks like the first thing I'm going to have to do is most likely take off this rocker cover, maybe this cover. I'm assuming there's some valve adjustments inside of here. Yeah, I think I'll just pop, 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 and we'll work our way from there. Well, that's interesting. Never been inside of one of these motors before. This must be some kind of how they're adjusting the valves. Cool. I wonder if I should kind of put a marker where things are now before I take this apart, just to be safe. Or I can go back and look at the video right there. Wow, the cam actually looks brand new. That's a good sign. I was kind of worried that they cracked that case back there, ran it dry until she popped, but that might not be the case. Let's keep digging here and see what other surprises await us. I think right now I'll just take the cam out. It looks like it's just these 2 bolts. Maybe keep a little tension on the cam chain so that doesn't slide back down into the case. But yeah, this should be pretty easy. I think it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. That might be, oh, it looks like I need to take the motor mount off the back side as well. Not a problem. I'm gonna stop and take some pictures here before I go too far. Oh, I think I might need to take the chain tensioner off before I can do this. Over there. Now I'm assuming There's just a gasket or an O-ring on here, and this should just pull straight out. Okay, I guess that's what your cam chain tensioner looks like. That is the one really good thing about YouTube, is I get to use my videos as a reference when I'm putting these things back together again. Not only are you making the big bucks for all this hard work, but I got a nice reference video as well. I mean, not that the 11 cents a day is bad before taxes. I'm trying to YouTube over here. Hey, Bo, Luke, hey. YouTube. Got no time for this. You. See, guys, you're in the cables now. No. Looks like them Duke boys is at it again. Let's get his head bolts out of here. Well, those are torqued down well. Come on, torque them down, why don't you? Criminy sakes. All right, buddy, you want to play? Let's play. There we go. Now. Gosh dang it. I've got an extra nut here. I have no idea where it goes. Huh. I might have to go look at the instant replay later. I think she's loose. And something fell. What fell? Yeah, figure it out later. Oh, that piston does not look good. Oh boy. Yeah, you'll find out shortly. Well, I'm hoping you can see this because there's a big old chunk missing from the piston right here and here. She is slapping around all over the place. I'm feeling very unoptimistic right now. This thing was just beat. Am I missing something here? This should come right out. What for the love of Pete? What's keeping this thing on here? Maybe the starter is in the way. I don't know. There's got to be something else holding this guy on. Should be able to, these two are off the starter. This should just pull straight this way, I'm thinking. Maybe give it a little bit of a pry. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it was hitting the starter or what the deal was here. I don't want to come out of there either. Who designed this thing? Let's move it as high as we can. The starter should come straight out. There we go. That doesn't feel terrible. Now, what is your major malfunction here? I think I just need to give it a little more, there we go. A little more persuasion. She came right off. What other surprises are going to be lurking for us? That's how that works. Geez, I'm hoping this is focusing because look at this. Wow. Just keep running it. Just run it, buddy, run it. Well, let's get this wrist pin clip out of here and see if we can rotate the old lower end and see what other surprises we're going to hear down there. If I can get this out of here. Yeah, this is going to go flying. Come on, buddy. Let's use this end. Come on, God. I'm just going to, you want me to just break you off? I'll break you off. Should fit in there. There she goes. Oh, it is so chewed up in there. I mean, there's not any play this way, but side to side is okay.
Yeah, no, up and down is what you want. Yeah. Yeah, that rod's going to flow back and forth a little bit, but
that much though?
well, it's way out here, but if you go down here and try to move it, there's really no movement down there. Try to move it down there.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
See,
Gotcha, gotcha.
But, you know, being you got a few thousandths of clearance on the bearing, you're going to be able to move that because you just got bearing clearance on there.
Right on, I gotcha. So as long as they're feeling okay up and down?
Yeah.
All right. All right, kind of be pulling that pull start here and see how this thing sounds.
Yep. There's no compression.
No compression?
No compression.
You think?
No compression.
Well, that didn't sound too terrible, actually. All right, next up, I think I'll probably just pull the pull start off and peek under this side. Yeah, before I get too far, I think it's a good time to tag and bag everything on the top end so I know where everything goes when I put it back together. I just realized something. I'm not smart at all. I probably should have drained the oil out of this before I started. The crank feels good, but I don't know, there's a weird sound. Maybe, I don't know, since I don't know anything about this engine. But I don't know, I'm just hearing a weird ticking in there. I don't know if that's right or not. I guess I'll find out once I get the clutch cover off. That's gone. All right, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where did you go? Gonna kind of need you if I want to put a shift indicator back on there. Biscuits. Oh, one more. That is kind of a tight squeeze down in there. Let's do this the right way. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, a little copper crush washer on that guy. Make sure I note that, because if I don't put that back in, the whole cavity where the pull starter is going to fill with oil. Just for reference, take a look here. Yep, crush washer there, crush washer there. That seems to make sense, since everything else is external to the internal. All right, noted. Let's get that shift indicator out of there. It looks like I'm going to need a new seal in there anyway. This thing's cracked up. I have to order a new one of those. All right, so here is the area I was worried about. Kind of see where the chain slapped right there. That is going to be a massive oil leak, even when I get a new stator cover. So what do I do here, folks? Do I keep digging into this and split the case and find a whole new case as well? Or do I clean this up and JB weld it? I know JB weld is not the best idea, but I think there's enough surface area in here where I can make a patch and sand this perfectly smooth, and patch on the outside as well, and it should hold up almost permanently. I think since this is going to be a rider, I think I might hack it together and scuff up that metal with a cutoff wheel on the inside and out, clean it super duper clean, JB weld inside out, and then I'll sanding block this smooth so I get a good seal. And I think that should be for all of our lifetime, and next generation's lifetime, and the next generation's lifetime, next generation's lifetime, this should be okay. I don't know, I guess I'll figure it out once I get deeper into this thing. Really don't want to split that case apart. Well, we're making progress. Now, probably need to get into this side. So it looks like a bunch of 8mm bolts. We'll have to take the reverse actuator arm off, but I think this side should be just as easy as the other one. Come on, buddy. Any left hiding? One more. Huh. Look at that. Okay, let's go in with my untrained eyes and see what we're seeing here. Actually, what is this chain? oil pump. Something's not right here. That is just, shouldn't be hanging off in the breeze like that. Okay, looks like we got a little plate under here. Oh, that is completely, that chain is completely off of this sprocket here. Oh, that might have been that noise I was hearing. That looks awfully worn out. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that or not. You're gonna have to let me know at home. I think there's a lot of wear on that, and that chain is completely shot. Look how loose that is. And that was slipped off the tooth. That might have been our noise. Yeah, this is concerning right here. Because every time I try to spin the engine, this chain slips off the sprocket and totally seizes up the whole works. Once I hold that tight, then we should be okay. Yeah, I might have to pull the C-clip off of here, pull this little oiler sprocket, and take a look at that shaft. I bet that thing's just totally wore out. How do you beat something up this bad? Oh, here we go. Okay, you're gonna have to let me know, folks at home. Is that supposed to have that much play in it? I might be getting on eBay and looking for that doodad and paying through the nose. And also this chain, because this thing is shot. Might as well get a cam chain while I'm at it. So that guy, that chain, that chain. So if you look down at that bolt right there, there's all kinds of scuffing on it, and also back along the case right there. Yep, where that chain has been dragging. Yeah, I think that little shaft in there is worn out. That chain is really, really stretched. I'm not sure if it's a tensioner or anything in here. I think I'm going to take the clutch off just so I can see down in here a little bit better. Looking at the diagram, I think this is just a cover. Maybe. Nope, we're getting a new gasket. Oh well, not the end of the world. Okay, looks like, I'm not sure if we've got a metric socket that big. So we're thinking that's opposite thread.
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense. Hey, that's a lot easier when you're on RTFM.
Just like that.
Well, I'll be darned. A little thrust little washer in there. All right. That normal?
No. Look at, there's no lining there on your clutch.
Centrifugal clutch.
Totally gone. Lining down to the metal. You need a clutch.
That thing was beat. Gosh, this thing is just tore up.
Yeah, this, you need a clutch. There's no lining on it, and these pins are
Shot.
shot. Look at all this just dance around in there.
How bad can you beat one engine? Is it even worth rebuilding?
Yeah. This part's probably pretty reasonable. clutch drum is, yeah, it's wore, but for a little bit you're going to use it, it's probably serviceable.
Okay, I guess now we're down to the clutch packs. Let's see. Anything gonna come flying out at me here? I don't think so. That's gone. Okay, so looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. Spring loaded. This is gonna come flying up at me here. Come on. Folks at home want to see you. There. Now we're down to the nitty-gritty. I'm going to have to look at the parts diagram to confirm, but I don't see any kind of tensioner on this oiling chain. Right around that sprocket, and that thing's as loose as can be to the point where it's grinding into the metal here. Yeah, there's the cam chain guide and tensioners right there, but nothing on this oiling chain. I think I just need to get a new oiling chain and one of these guys that isn't so wobbly. Yeah, check this out. I don't think it's supposed to do that. Maybe a little play, but not a 1/4 inch. Let's see if we can snake this cam chain out of here. I'll order a new one of these guys. So I'm sure this is as shot as the oiling chain. Will this come out of here? Oh, I hate working with these little chains. Never want to do what you want them to do. Oh, now we're all bound up in there. Grand. Okay. Get out of there. Okay, dirty dog, come out. Where's that pick? Of course you're bound up there too now. Get out of there. There we go. Well, that's gonna be fun to put back in. Yeah, I think I got everything tore down as far as I need to. I don't want to go any further than I need, but I'm just wondering what your thoughts are on the...
Split the case?
I don't feel like splitting the case if we don't have to. What are your thoughts as far as the... A little loose, or...
I could put that...
New crank bearings?
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea on that side at least. This one's tight.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It's just... But with my lack of experience, I wasn't sure if...
Yeah.
Seems a little loose to my untrained eye and ear.
Yeah. Yeah, it's loose. got a little
Well,
wear to it, so I'd say probably
I guess we're going all the way down then.
split the case on it. And
The good thing is, if we split the case, now let's go on eBay's and I'll buy a brand new side to help the crack.
yeah, can you find one?
Yeah, they're all over the place. Yep, pretty reasonably priced too. So I think since I'm going to crack the case, might as well pull the flywheel off. In the past, I used this magic flywheel puller tool. Don't tell anybody, this is just a bent up ATC 110 axle I had. Chop that off. Use that, but I decided to go on the eBays and grab a cheapo. See if this is going to work. So you don't want to use the impact on this.
No, try a little impact. Let me smack it once.
Kind of take a look at the threads here. Everything looks good. Let's get one little smack. Inches off. Yeah, that works a lot better than having to put a channel lock or vice grip on that guy. Yeah, that was well worth the few bucks off the eBays. I don't know if that key's going to come out or not. Yeah, I don't know if that key is going to come out of the crank or not. Leave it in. Sounds good.
There's one those sprags, see how they work?
Yeah, they spin free this way, but
I
not
can
the
never
other.
figure out why they don't make a like a 3/8 and a half inch rack to put sprags instead of teeth.
Oh, it'd be kind of like a smooth.
Yeah, real smooth and
You'd have like infinite
yeah, infinite,
clickies.
and they definitely lock up.
Something fell off. Little roller bearing that came out.
Torrington bearing.
Where'd that come from here?
There, yep.
All right, throw that in the same bag. Torrington bearing. Corrington?
Torrington, that's I think it's a brand name. Torrington.
Now I know.
Torrington bearings.
Shaft. Now this is kind of where things get a little weird. Taking off the shift mechanism. I think I'm gonna get a photograph of all this stuff. It's like a little spring here, 10 millimeter, and this should all pull up. Should pull up. And that's not the end of the world. A little star guy pop out of here as well. Now, is this kind of like indexed somehow? I should probably throw this down and take a picture of it just like this, so I'm not totally lost when I go to put this back together. All right, let's take a look at what's going on here. Yeah, this little roller bearing guy that slides through the shift star, that seems to be in good shape, not all wobbly and worn out. Now the reverse, I should be able to just turn this, and this should pull straight out, I think. Oop. Little thrust washer here, don't forget that when I put it back together. Put that in the bag. Now this, I'm assuming, let's take this 10 millimeter out and watch the spring. This should pop right out. Just like that. What else in here? oil pump probably. I think this tensioner can stay, or this guide. Dang. Come on, oil pump, you should come out of there. Is there a little O-ring in there holding it in? Come on. Yeah, we'll leave him together for now. Pop this little screw out and take a look at the inside when I go to reassemble everything. But for now, we'll just leave this guy like this. Well, I think we're ready to split the case. Assuming bop, 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 a couple on the other side, bop, bop, we should be able to. Oh, now I'm nervous. Now when I pull this apart, which side do I want to have up? So the transmission gears stay in everything. I might want to look that up before I do this. Oh, missed a bolt. I think this is the last one. Okay, let's flip her back over, take that last one off the other side, and get this guy apart. You guys sweating yet? I am. I'm a little bit nervous. All right, I think I got everything apart here. Yeah, we should be able to split this guy now. So let's just... Haha! So what were you recommending for splitting this case? Since I don't have a case puller, what are your thoughts?
Got a bolt that'll fit in here.
Yeah, the ones that I pulled out.
Okay, put it in, back it out 1/8 inch.
Okay. Let's see what size we got here. Probably this one.
That'll work.
Oh, I see. We'll thread it down, leave about an 1/8 inch out, and then you're just gonna tap it here?
Yep. Gently.
Oh, gently?
Don't need to beat on it with a 20-pound mallet.
Okay.
Brass grift and a
All right,
hammer.
that's what I got. I got about an 1/8 inch there.
I'll hold this up to get the weight off the bottom side.
So hold, okay, have somebody hold it up. Little brass. Give her a smack. Well, I'll be darned, that was easy.
Case split.
Case split.
Look at that. Case split.
Well, that was a fantastic idea. So I guess I didn't need to buy a case splitter. All I needed was...
Unless it's really stuck, but this one wasn't stuck at all. That'll come apart.
Cool, thank you. Well, that was a piece of cake. Kind of curious to see what's inside of this thing. So we're gonna have like all kinds of springs and stuff flying when we pull this apart. Or no? Easy enough. Look at... Oh, that's lost. We'll figure that out later. Okay, before I dive into the transmission area here, I'm just going to move the camera around so I can rewind the video and use this as a reference for when I put everything back together. Hopefully you can too if we're going to do this craziness. Yeah, that should be good enough. All right, I got this 100% figured out. And look at all this nasty sludge down in here. Oh, it's all dirty too. Ugh. Even oil change, bro. All right, I think the first thing I want to try is to get this drum out of here. I think I should be able to maybe lift and move the shift fork a little bit. Slide it off the side, possibly. Get this drum out of here. Maybe. Let's see here. I don't want to take this whole this apart because I'm gonna get real confused and mad in a hurry. But, there we go. Oh, so there is the shift drum. Yeah, this side of it, that star guy that you saw earlier in the video, pops onto there. So that's how that works. Okay, now let's pay attention, YouTubers. I don't know if anything is... I'm gonna get one more picture here before I go any further. This is how she was. I'm gonna pull all these out of here and they go flying across the floor. We'll have some kind of reference between this and the parts diagram on how to put it together right. All right, let's do it. Should be able to get my old dirty fingers in here and pull this whole shebang out of here, I would think. There we go. That's gone. Let's keep this all organized over here like that. And this there-ish. This other little fork here. And okay. And a little thrust washer on the bearing. All right. Well, I should be able to put this thing back together. I'm assuming the crank should just pull straight out as well. Let's put some of these on in their own special little bag. That guy. This is your home. You're gonna stay by yourself. And everything over here pretty much makes sense. Put these guys together here. There, I should be able to figure that out. Okay, the crank should be able to just give it a little bit of a tappy proof from over here, and it should come straight out of Compton. Maybe. Oh, bearing's coming out, looks like. There we go. Thank you.
One dowel pin.
Dowel pin. Rewind the video, figure out where that went. I'm assuming right back here.
One of them holes.
Right back there.
Yep.
One there, guide pin. And this little drum guide right there. Oh, thrust washer right there as well. Washer, this Yahoo sitting right in there. Guide pin. Easy enough. All right, folks, we are getting really, really close here. And, oh, dude, I forgot the most important thing. I forgot to tell you to subscribe to the channel, because gosh, if you don't subscribe, you're not gonna see all this get put back together again. And you're gonna be stuck with just this. So yeah, hit the subscribe button before you take off here, and we will have the rebuild video here as soon as I get some parts in. Yeah, come on. The button is right there. It's right here. The button, subscribe. You don't have to smash it. You don't have to hit it. Just click it. Yeah, that'll be fine. And we'll see you here next time when we rebuild this guy. And also, like button is right there too. Just click it. I do all this work. The button's right there. All you gotta do is click it. The button's right there. It's just right there. Like.
All right, I hope you liked this episode of Bigfoot Bikes and Brews. Click on one of the videos here if you want to see some more. And please click on the Bigfoot button to subscribe to the channel and join in on the fun. See you next week.